Morning, family and friends. Sergeant OCD here. I want to welcome all my viewers, subscribers. This channel is all about seeing something being done on YouTube and reproducing it. Um, uh, so this week, I'm going to go through um, some of my gear, only because um, last week I did a winter bag, and I went through my hiking pack, and which triggered a little bit of OCD in me, and I had to do a bag drag on it. Well, if I did a bag drag on that one, I had to do a bag drag on the rest of them, but I wanted to wait until I got this guy in, not the trunk. This is where I keep my stuff. I got this guy in. So, talked about haversacks before. This is a haversack that I've been wanting for a long time. So, I returned a Christmas present and got this. So, what I was using is this bag, and it's got two separated compartments barely. It's got one, a big one, and it just didn't work. So I kept wood in there. But I can hook this to the side of this, or pull out the strap and put it like a bandolier like this. Now the other thing that I obsessed about was bushcrafters always swear to put a knife around your neck. My problem is I don't like anything around my neck, because in the military we were defensive. So if somebody was able to sneak up behind me, all they had to do was grab my lanyard and choke me. I don't want that. I have a problem with that. Even if it's a breakaway lantern, I still have a problem with it. I don't put anything around my neck. But that being said, there was a kind of, along with that winter bag, you need to have winter gear. So what I've done here is, this is actually the paracord that I braided to carry my M16, to hold my M16. One on one side on the barrel, one side on the butt. Back then, all we had was a strap, and you either strapped it on your shoulder or you carried it. But to help carry the load, because 7-pound M16, I put a strap like this, so my weapon was right here to the ready. And they have the same things right now. With I'm not sure how they connect in and everything, but I believe they're body armor, and it connects into that. So everything's on their body armor, which distributes the weight well. So anyway, we're gonna so we go into this pocket here, which is a larger pocket. I put a little bag in there in case I needed to grab some stuff real quick to forage. Cheap old Leatherman, not even a Leatherman, it's like mossy oak. It's all I can afford right now. I mean, I have my Gerber and I have my Leatherman. The Gerber's all right, but it pinches my hand all the time if I use the pliers. The Leatherman, I gotta fix the tip. This side pocket, which is right close to me, is my old Reliable. Love this knife. Did finally learn how to sharpen it, so that's where that thing stays. So opening up this part of the pack, my thumb's still a little weak. Like I said, there's a pocket here for my Fresno lens. Got a large pocket here where I can have an extra compass, cloth, jute twine. I've got a spare headlight, my old one, with batteries in the bottom there too. So you can basically, I mean, you can see that it's got a little bit of pockets. So basically what I did is took the things that I normally use. These are the things I touch all the time, and was always going in my LBE, was going into the butt pack. I wanted to stop that and get something that I could just, that I use all the, or get something that I could put all the stuff that I use all the time and still be able to keep my weight down. Not my weight down, the weight of my gear. So this pack is 10 pounds, less than 10 pounds. My LBE is just over 20 pounds. My medium Alice pack is just over 30 pounds. So that's 60 pounds. And that's dry weight there. It's not even carrying water. My LBE is going to carry water. And my my Alice pack, I may be able to carry, I think 20 ounces. So I'm not going to carry a whole lot of water. But anyway, so I got charred cloth in there. Just filled that up. This one is I put in here just in case I wanted to have a container to put things in that, you know, you find on the trail, you whatever. And this is my new, this is the other thing I got. This is a tin that has flint steel in it. I added this, but it came with this. Like, this is like brand new, still in the bag, okay? Came with the steel, and it came with a flint rock, and it also come in with a char cloth. So I'm gonna char this later, because if I don't break this tin in now, I'll keep it like this forever, and I won't know if it works, because that's the way OCD works. So I'm actually going to leave that one out. I put in here a little canister. It's got a magnetic bottom. Only because if you're out in the field and you got a stick and you're doing a pencil sharpener like this, you can hit it real easy. So I found that little thing at the dollar store. Those two things were like 6 of the pencil sharpeners were $1 before they went to $1.25. So it was not a bad investment. It seems to work out very well for me. And actually, these were 2 for $1. Of course, duct tape, using that all the time. Steel wool, cordage. I'm getting kind of low on my paracord. Gonna have to order some more. And bank line. So these are the things I use all the time. And I just, you know, wanted to show you this bag. I'm very happy with it. I love to be organized, and I feel like I'm super organized, and that really calms my OCD down. I did notice on this channel, I don't really talk much about OCD. People, well, I'll be honest with you, people don't like people with OCD. It's probably why I didn't really have a whole lot of friends growing up, but I don't really care. I am who I am, and I'm not Popeye. But yeah, it's something that I've dealt with all my life. I do apologize. My mind was racing. I realized I didn't finish my bandolier. So all I did is I braided this paracord back in the 80s, and I used it for my M16. This went, this side went to my butt, and the other side went to the barrel of my rifle. It was a time where, you know, we didn't have what they have nowadays, where, you know, you have your weapon at the ready, but we had to keep our weapon at the ready, so we had to carry it all the time. We couldn't sling it, you know. So anyway, I got Blistex on here. My Mora, I love it. I've been sharpening it, and on the back side of the Mora, I've got a cargo needle. So between this and my Haversack, I've got 8 of the 10 Cs. I just don't have container or cover. I've got a lighter on here. Now, you know, you guys are going to ask me, how can I get my lighter out? Well, it's actually in a leather case that my mom made years and years ago. So I have that. Don't know why I kept it, but now I'm going to use it. And then I have this knife, which is a pretty cool knife. And why do I need 2 knives? Because this all works very well, even for a Chinese model. So It also came with another Haversack rod. So I have a spare Haversack rod. You know, everybody, including myself, is really into redundancy. So going into this, and I don't do this to play Army. I don't do this for any other reason. This is my survival harness. It works well for me. It might not work well for you. It's all up to you. However you want to do this. You know, I've been putting this stuff together for about 9 months now, because I found out my go bag was insufficient. So we're going to work from this side. So I have the right side of my LBE is geared towards support for like headlights. And this is my new headlight. Like I said, I had a Gerber in there. I've got another flashlight. I've got a chain with the wire on it, 2 of them, so I could pick up my canteen out of the fire. One of my canteens is from Vietnam, and I can cook in it. You know, I'm not really big on signaling, but this is out of a hard drive. So I've kept it for a while. I used to have a bunch of them. Can always use forceps. I have another stone in here, or a stone in here, and I have dental floss. So, you know, dental floss and a cargo needle might gross some people out, but if that's all you got, then you're going to stitch yourself up. And I got this. I've been meaning to try it for years now, so you know, a year now. And then I got an emergency survival blanket, one-time use. You know, it's not like I'm going to put that thing back in here. But it's enough that I can cover up, and I still have my poncho attached. All right, so going up the LB, I've got a compass. You've seen that. I've got my Work Pro, which I love this knife. It's an off-brand knife from Walmart. I got this and the axe. I just found the axe. I buried it in the bottom of my pack. That's why you do bag drags. And it cuts through just about everything. In the side pockets here, I have tablets to purify. Now this is my plastic canteen side. That was my call sign. And then I've got a metal canteen cup in here. I'm not going to take it out. You've seen them before. I'll take the other one out. So going this side, this I intended on always to keep this as a support pack for food, you know. So I've got iodine in here. Iodine to treat wounds or treat water. I've got a slingshot. Slingshot beads, slingshot ammo. You know, I'm not big on flashy things, but if I need to signal, I can use this. I can use it to keep warm. It's long sleeve. It does fit. I can use it for so many different things. Char it. I've got wire in here. I've got a water purification bag with the filter. This is my fishing kit. Also in my fishing kit, I have one of these where I have wire and then 3 things of fishing line. I've got another 50 feet of cordage, 550 cord. Got 3 of these bags. Got some hooks in here and a hand warmer just in case. But I wanted this to be light. The problem I had is I was trying to stuff everything in there. You know, cordage. I still left some in there. Duct tape. axes. I mean, I was trying to shove everything in there. This is probably the heaviest, which makes this another pound heavier. Because I was shooting for 20 pounds on this, and I'm about 21. Misbehaving, though. So the only thing I don't have in here is I've got my tomahawk inside because I like to keep that thing with me so I can, well, defend myself. Of course, my 1980s or so poncho, maybe a little bit older. So I've got, let's put it in backwards. Oh my gosh. All right. So I've got this, and I also put a ring on this so I could take this cap off and boil water in here. As you see, it's a little burnt. I could boil water in here. It's a good combination I have. So I could boil water in here, let it cool a little bit, put it in here. I could use this other one as, you know, a bottle warmer to keep me warm if I needed to, because I'm not going to throw that hot thing in next to my body or next to any type of cotton, which I forgot to put back in. So I built this. So the whole design here is upside down. This hole was supposed to be down here. This was down here. This was down here. But I tried it anyway, and it works, so I don't really care. So this is a good way to heat up my water. I just keep throwing sticks in there. As long as I don't hit this and it's stable, I'm fine. I've hit it several times and dumped it over, and, you know, it is what it is. But I also have another pouch with tablets here. Now these tablets will make your water taste better after you do it. And I have safety pins in the pockets too. Just little things to stash is awesome. So I'm going to work my way out as my OBE runs away. This is my fireside. So you'll see me have these before. One side's tender, which I need to refill that. And the other side is some type of flint or steel. This was magnesium and piece of fat wood. You know, this is a support, so I should have that other bag over there, wherever I put it. Oh, it's behind me. So this has a little bit of emergency fire starter. It's got a Fresnel lens. It's got chapstick that I can coat cotton or any other type of material in. I've got some rolled up extra duct tape, which I could use to start a fire. And I did change one of my containers a little bit. So I got a container. I still have to put some tape around here. I got some work to do on this thing today. And I put, and it does seal, I put cotton balls with petroleum jelly on there. The only other thing I have in here is my emergency matches. So it's got a little cotton in the top too. That's really the only thing, other than I've got a lot of fat wood in here, a lot of little pieces like this. So going up, I did change this from where my fat wood was kept to like fire support. Oh gosh. You see why I used that container for a first aid kit? So I took, and I got the tape around this one too. This is all the medicine that I normally take. It's all mixed up, and I've got Band-Aids and some like alcohol wipes and things like that in here. It's just an emergency kit, so like I don't have to stop, because, you know, if I'm not able to stop, I don't want to have to stop, you know. But anyway, that's my OBE. I'm gonna put this back together, run some tape around here, because, you know, and I'm gonna get to my medium Alice pack. So before we get to my little Alice pack here, this bag got a little zipper pocket too, so you can put something flat in there. I ended up putting the Fresno lens in there. I'll forget about it and put another one in. So I haven't done many modifications to this pack other than the back side. I didn't like these little D clips that they had. Found out cutting them off was pretty intense, but they kept turning and bunching up the material here. I think it's canvas, nylon, maybe it's both, but all I did was take a motorcycle strap and I could either pull them tight, because I don't know why these never came with a handle, maybe because they were cutting them off or whatever, for whatever reason, but none of these packs came with handles. That's the main thing. Now, of course, put some accessories on the side. Got my shovel, my multi-tool. These are little mole attachments that I could put bottles on if I needed to. Got one on each side. The other attachment I did was I put a stick on the side of this, which holds my collapsible saw. So I would tape this up. So these containers, this is more of a cover and container and cooking type of pack. So I've got my coffee maker. I like this because it's a large container. I could either use that with or without the filter, but it's a filter. So I've used that many times to make coffee, but I don't have to just filter coffee. I could, I could scoop up water and have debris in there. Instead of using my schmog to filter it in the beginning, I could boil it with all that debris, get all them nutrients from the debris. No, I could filter it that way and then pour it out. I did add a large tin to this. Now, this fire kit, it's got charred material, it's got the little wax, cotton, petroleum jelly things I build, and it's got some Cheetos for fire making. It's got an alcohol pad in there, and then, like every kit, this one is actually a mini ferro rod with some fat wood. And then I've got some extra tea light candles in here and regular candles. Now, and then some more extras. I double kitted. That's okay. Then I have some of my cooking tools. I got an extra lighter. This is my Boy Scout kind of knife sport spoon knife. I keep an extra knife in here because it's got a saw on it, and I could use the blade, and I could replace that blade, but I could use that blade. And then another chain to pick up things, bottle opener, can opener, the old school style in case I needed to pierce a can. And I've got a couple of P38s in here, one for large cans, one for small. So, like I said, this is kind of like a support thing. Obviously, they didn't bag drag. I didn't want to put those red candles in there because I'm gonna melt them because they're old. I wanted to put the new white ones in. You go through your gear about once a year or once every 6 months, or unless you're like me, once every month. This is that shemagh I got for Christmas that's like 5 feet long. and it's made like fishnet material. So I could probably catch some little minnows with this or whatever. But that thing's pretty cool. And then I've got 250 feet of 550 cord, brand new bank line. The reason I have new stuff in here is because this is my go bag, you know. If I take something out of here, I have to put it back. So I just try to get double, you know. I got a different shamag this time just for that reason, because it is different. Multi-tool, I do take this out and play with it. You know, that's the other good thing about taking these out. So this is 31, 32 pounds, almost 32 pounds. So all my gear is going to weigh about 60, a little over 60. So I was going to open that up, but I just hit my thumb and it's still a little tender. The only thing I don't like about this pack, other than it's a remake and it's not a very good one, and I paid too much for it, is that it comes out. So there's these clips you could buy. I've got them, you know, on my wish list, that you hook this to the clip to this and a clip to this, and like that. It goes like that. So I did utilize the loops and learn how to make zip tie knots, because it'll help save you from, you know, these things coming loose on you when you do a half hitch or whatever. You see it already sagged. I don't know how to stop that from happening, but all the weight shifted up. I don't have this thing completely full either. I mean, like I said, it's, you know, a little bit of support. Got a mess kit in here. Best one I got. A little bit of spice. Nice fork spoons. This is my hammock. We've seen that. Oh, in the top, that's and this little thing, I didn't think I had this. This is all my maps and writing the rain and pencils and stuff, just in case. So I got that. In this little pouch that I didn't think I had is my emergency blanket, which I use as a tarp. It's reflective on one side, and it's green on the other. A lot of people get orange. I don't want to be seen. I got propane in here for your cooking pleasures. I got a full roll of duct tape, Gorilla tape, and in here I've got more fishing trapping stuff. I got the piece to this somewhere. This is my poncho liner. I love this thing. This is probably one of my favorite pieces of gear. I put that together with my poncho, and I got a sling bag. Got this little kit with 4 of these. All it is a burner. So if I needed to stop, heat up some water real quick, put it in a container, I could do that. Now, I probably got way too many pet stakes, but I got 12 of them here. One of my tarp tent here, and that's inside here, that can't seem to find. It could take a bunch of stakes. Got some cord ready to go with a Marlin spike hitch on it. I've got these metal aluminum tip stakes just in case I wanted to throw a couple of them out and I don't care about the colors. But you see, they're bright. And got some bungee cords in here. I'm into bungee cords. So you can see, oh, I got my tarp wrapped around my tarp tent. I'm looking for my tarp tent. Yeah, so anything on the outside can get wet. Obviously, a tarp tent can, and it's large, and it'll go over my hammock and keep all the wind and whatever off of two sides. It's pretty awesome. I do have a pitcher of bleach in here somewhere. There. So I did want to get that out because I don't want it staining every part of my gear in case it broke. I'm gonna put it somewhere safe. But so I've got, you know, tincture bottles of iodine and bleach. I can use bleach for purifying water. That's why you see a lot of these. This is a bad example that I carry quart bags with me because two drops of each. Now my iodine is 10% solution, so 1 to 2 drops of that and a gallon bag, wait 35 minutes. Same with bleach, 1 to 2 drops of bleach. 2 drops of bleach is not going to kill me, so I would do that. If you have 2% iodine solution, then you're going to want to go 4 to 5 drops. But that's things you're gonna learn on the way. So anyway, I'm gonna pack this back up because I can't stand it being out, of course, being OCD. So those are my packs. That's my gear. I keep it in this thing ready to go. The only other thing that I'm adding to it is I'm going to add a couple of shotgun shells to it, other than the ammo I already have, just because some of these are older, like this one isn't, but yeah, this one's older. It is. It says Sears on it, so you know it's pretty old. What I can do here, I'm going to do a video on this later, is cut the birdshot out, get the wadding out. I can use the wadding to cut or to start fires, and I can use the powder, the gunpowder, to start fires as well, or other things. It's very dangerous, so you got to be careful what you're doing if you start cutting into ammo. So I do not suggest you doing it. There are videos on how to do it, but that's on you. So if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it, especially when it comes to Good afternoon, family and friends. Sergeant OCD here. Guess what I forgot yesterday? 2 important pouch pockets. So there was one I was going through the footage, and I'm like, I just skipped right over this one, and I came back and found this one. I didn't know about that one yesterday. This one, I keep a piece of cotton in, a candle, and a flashlight, and a lighter. So, you know, put in these pockets whatever you want. But this is just what I put in there. It's what I need. I completely forgot about this pocket yesterday. And of course on my LBE, I forgot about the front pockets. So each of the top of the fronts, I got a lighter in. And this one, I got a little mini first aid kit. It's got Blistex. It's got Neosporin. It's got some sutures in there, some butterfly band-aids, some other band-aids, alcohol swabs, needle. So, and a big gauze shoved up
Plus, it's got more safety pins. The safety pins can be used for all kinds of stuff, including fish hooks. So that's what I had in this one. A couple of videos back, I was couldn't remember where I put all my fish hooks or my first aid kits that I made, little kits. I got another one, I just don't know where it is. Other side, another lighter, of course. Redundancy. So if I lose this pack, this is my what the Ranger Andrew would call this. This is my level 2 pack. This is my level 1, and of course my Alice pack is my level 3. Um, this is cotton balls with petroleum jelly. I just wanted to do an update real quick today before I get started on redoing my oil burner. If I think about what's going on with my rucksack, there was something I forgot to show you, tell you, whatever. If not, hey, I'll just cut this part out. Anyway, family, friends, see you later. Train, train, train.